My name is Mojeed Ganiu. I'm CEO of Mogas Multifamily Ventures. And what we do here, we do fish, which require hatchery production and grow-out production. When we started, it's not as easy as that, because we started from what we call bamboo production, which we use raffia stick to do. But from there we have started, like the hatchery room that you just see, we didn't started that way. It's not something that we started with collapsible tank. We started with bamboo, which when you come here that time, you'll be somehow discouraged to start the business. But with time, we advance a lot of youth to start with hatchery. My name is Fiyakola Nofiu. I study fisheries and aquatic biology from Leadership University. I deal with agro and agriculture. But now currently I'm looking out to agro machineries, how to make agricultural sexy. But without machineries, agriculture cannot be sexy for anybody to be able to deal with, because you need machineries, you need equipment, and this thing has been a major problem for a decade, where we have a scenario that the pond collapse without anybody they just use money, their little knowledge on it. But because we know what we want, so that's why we need to bring. I stand out to reach the gap within the engineering and the farmer together, so to make it attractive and to know the same problem that they are facing. That's why I'm focusing on this area of aspect of agriculture and aquaculture, to bridge the gap within the engineering, because at times we face a challenge that engineers to come and help us to do this type of machine, but they didn't have the knowledge, the biological knowledge of what they want to do. So I have the biological knowledge, and I have the field knowledge of it, so I can stand out to present whatever I want to present to you. So that's why what brought us to this stage.
My name is Magdalene Ologun. I started with just a passion to help people grow, to help them become better, to guide careers, and to speak life into potential. From small rooms to bigger stages, the work was never about the money. It was and will always be about impact for me. But somewhere along the journey, I began to see a pattern. People were not just coming to listen. They were traveling, they were gathering, they were experiencing something bigger than just a speech. And that was when it clicked. Through Adeyemi Oluwabunmi's Wealth to Wealth research, I realized that my work, every training, every session, and every community I have built is more than just an effort. It is an experience that people will move for. And that experience is what I like to describe as tourism. So my sweat didn't just create impact, it created value, movement, and a new kind of wealth.
Lagos is not made of concrete and glass, it is made of people. 20 million specific individuals, each running a calculation that only they understand. It is a city that demands everything, and for those who persist, gives everything back.
My name is Rahbihat, the coordinator of YALI Network Lagos and National Aid for YALI Network Nigeria. In the social impact space and leadership space, one thing I've come to understand is this: it takes sweat. And trust me, the sweat is real. It takes the long hours of sacrifices, the moments when the result is not immediate, and the courage to keep going despite the result is not yet showing. Leadership in this space is not always glamorous, but trust me, it is deeply meaningful. Every effort, every project, and every life we touch added up. And over the time, the sweat can be converted to weight, and not just about money. It is not just about the financial wealth. But influence, opportunity, strong network, and sustainable impact. When you stay consistent, intentionally, and committed to solving real problems, value will definitely find you, and the value you bring is going to find you. So, to every young person out there, please don't give up. Your sweat today can be converted to wealth tomorrow. Thank you.
Behind every movement that has ever mattered, there have been people doing the work of understanding, researchers, curators, documentarians, who study why some communities transform their hardest conditions into their greatest strength. Adeyemi Oluwabunmi has spent years doing exactly that work. His framework, Wealth to Wealth, Dares to Wealth, is the intellectual architecture of this documentary. What does the Lagos you're filming right now tell you about your Sweat the Wealth research framework?
Every morning I come out here, my Lagos confirm my thesis before I open my notebook. You watch a woman balancing a tree through traffic that isn't moving for her, and you realize she's not waiting for the city to give her room. She's making the room herself. That is the whole framework in one image. Sweat isn't the opposite of wealth here. It is the raw material that makes wealth.
Mojeed built a farm. Fiyakola built a venture. Magdalene is growing a movement. How does each of their stories fit the framework you've been building for years?
What struck me with all these three is that none of them waited for permission. Mojeed didn't wait for investment to dig his pond. He started with what he had in his hand. Fiyakola built his venture the same way immigrants build businesses anywhere in the world. Slowly, stubbornly, without a safety net. And Magdalene, grow with more, isn't just a complaint. It is her proving that growth can be taught, not just inherited. 3 different sectors, same underlying grammar, converting what you have before you have what you need. That is the framework.
Lagos is the most extreme version of the Nigerian urban experience. What does it teach the rest of Africa and the world about transformation under pressure?
Lagos teaches you that scarcity and density doesn't kill ambition. They compress it. And compressed things move faster once they are released. 20 million people competing for the same square meter should, in theory, produce despair. Instead, it produces velocity. I think that is the lesson for anywhere you under pressure, not just Africa.
This documentary is built from real footage, real people, real moments, from Badagry to the fish ponds to the towers of Victoria Island. What are you hoping the international viewer understands about Lagos that they didn't understand before watching it?
I want them to understand that towers didn't appear. They were built by people whose grandparents, in some cases, were taken from this same coastline in Badagry. That's not a metaphor I'm reaching for. That is geography. The distance between the point of no return and Equal Atlantic is maybe 40 kilometers. The distance in what the land now represents is the entire story of the film.
What is the untold story of Lagos that this camera has captured that you didn't expect?
Honestly, the silence. Everyone expects Lagos loud. Nobody expects the fisherman face at dawn before the city wakes up, when the only sound is water against the boats. We almost didn't shoot it long enough, and it turned out to be the most important footage we have, because it is the proof that underneath everything Lagos has become, there is still rhythm that predates the noise entirely. I didn't expect the quiet to be the discovery, but it was. a city constantly building itself from the ground up.
My name is Daniel, aka Dandon, as you all know, the founder of Phoenix TV Entertainment. In the creative space, I have lived the sweat, long nights on set, shooting movies and videos, building stories from nothing to something. What people see on screen is just the surface, the real work happens behind it. I remember when our production started gaining attention, people traveling to our locations, engaging with our content, wanting to experience the stories in real life. That's when it clicked. This is more than the content. It's an experience. Through Adeyemi Oluwabunmi's Sweat to Wealth research, I have seen how movies and videos can drive tourism because people don't just watch stories, they move to feel it. So the sweat doesn't just create visuals, it creates values, movement, and a kind of wealth that keeps going.
Ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa ẹja lémi sí láti kékeré ìtorí iṣẹ́ dáàdì tèmi ni bẹ̀tì ìgbà tèmi gbọ́dún nǹkan bí 1979 ló ti máa ń tẹ̀lé dáàdì títí dáàdì fi ṣodo lóògbé èmi náà mo tún wá bẹ̀ kọ̀ntínú òun ni mo fi fẹ́yàwó òun ni mo fi tọ́ àwọn ọmọ lọ sí skul àwọn tó ń lọ bíṣẹ́ inú ẹ̀ náà ni. Máa gbé wọn tí ilé ẹja ìtorí ọ̀sà ìsìn kò tí ì sẹ́jà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ojú rọ̀ ààrẹ japa òun ló fà á tí mo fi ń rí èrò látọ̀hún gá ń gbé a máa ń gbé wọn ká fi ń ṣe máléjì pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ìgbà míì àwọn míì á lọ gé inú gbó ìgbà míì a máa lọ ẹni tó bá ní àgbọn á lọ every 3 months á lọ síbi àgbọn á ka á wà lọ tà lọ́jà tó bá ti àṣà tó bá ti ka tó àṣà á lọ tà lọ́jà Bàdágìrì.
So now,
àwọn obìnrin wa wọ́n máa ń lọ bọ́n ṣe ń pẹja bí iná pa lóyún òkun ibi tá a lọ sí tábà ti débẹ̀ ẹ rí ibi tó tún ti ń pẹja lọ́hùn wọ́n ṣe ń pa ní sí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ń pa ní river